Grigsby also.
So maybe the first question is, Gene, how did you get started as an artist?
By accident.
By accident.
Actually, it was. I was a paper boy in North Carolina.
Yeah.
And in those days, we were businessmen because we got the customers, we collected the money, and we paid the bills to the paper company, the newspaper. And there was one man who had not paid me, although I knew he was good to collect from. And I didn't stop him, but I kept delivering the paper, hoping that, knowing that he was going to pay. And one morning about 4 o'clock, I saw lights on in his house. And I decided to knock on the door, because he might be gone. He was in demand all over North and South Carolina. And when he came to the door, he opened the door and there were paintings all around the room. I was surprised. I asked him where he got these paintings. He said he painted them.
This is a black man.
He was not only black, but he was relatively short. He was a brick mason, stone mason, and his hands were not what you would expect painter's hands to be, but rough and dirty. And when he said he painted it, I laughed. I couldn't hold my laugh because he realized that I didn't believe it. So he said, if you don't believe me, you come watch. So when he was in town on weekends, I would go watch him paint. And after a few times, from watching him, he said, do you want to try? And he handed me the brush. And from then on, that was my beginning in terms of a painter.
He was your first teacher.
He was my first teacher.
What was his name? Do you remember?
Well,
Dead.
I remember his name up until you asked. Walker Foster. His name was Walker Foster. And I used one of his paintings in the book that I wrote. But inspiration of painters can come from any background. You have to be interested. You have to try and keep trying. There's no such thing as failure. But I went on from there. You were asking about exhibits. I didn't know anything about exhibits at that time. But there was a college in that town, Johnson C. Smith University, and I started the school when I finished high school. I must have been about 12 years old, 11 or 12, when I first started. And when I finished high school, I went to college. But they did not teach any art. There were no art classes. And I happened to go visit a girl whom I had met. She was in Atlanta. And she took me to an exhibit, my first exhibit. And I met a man there, tall, well dressed, and he said, they taught art in Morehouse, and if I could transfer, I could take art with him. So I wrote back to my folks and said, I want to transfer from Johnson C. Smith to Morehouse. They knew I had gone to Atlanta to visit this girl, so my dad said, come home immediately. But not
It was at Morehouse where you studied with Hale Woodruff.
That's right.
Right.
Woodruff I met at this exhibit. And then I knew my mother had something to do with my dad changing his mind. So I stayed at Morehouse, and not only did I study painting, art, and but also theater. And a smattering class in French were well enough to be able to do a lecture in French years later. But there was a broad experience there at Morehouse. Morehouse had been, and still is,
Yeah.
a men's school. But across the street is Spelman,
Spelman.
which is a women's school. So my girlfriend went to Spelman when I was in Morehouse. So even though they seem to change, concentrate on different gender, that doesn't mean they don't mix. I mean, that's about enough for me.
Yes.
What
Great.
about,
Well, let's hear from some of you. What are your questions to Dr. Grigsby? What would you like to learn from him? Don't be shy.
Gene, I would like to learn from them who they are and what they do.
Well, my name's Rachel, and I've been doing art since I was little, and I got most of my inspiration from my mother, because all she would do was paint landscapes around me. And so when I was little, I took the VCR cassettes, and I would color inside the covers, and I put them back. And then she would always find them, and like, Rachel, look what you did now. And I was like, But since over the years I've gone to love color, you can ask for stuff. Like, you know, they just call myself, it's just kind of like Dr. Seuss on acid. It's crazy. But I've grown to love watercolor, and I just love color.
Good. That's the way.
My name's Ariana, and I've only done art for like 4 years, really, until I came to WH Fairfax High School. And before that, I really didn't know that I could get into art, and I never paid attention